Welcome to Camden, Maine, about the chief of police hiding information regarding William Eugene Asher. Okay, so back in 2012, there was an arrest made against my husband, William Eugene Asher, who was hiding under different identities and still is. He's a con man. He travels in and out of the country playing music up and down the seacoast throughout the theaters under different names. This is all reported, so I will share it with you, and I'll keep on sharing it with you because not only is it reported, but I filed lawsuits in regards to all of this situation, and straight back to 2019 when I started filing lawsuits pertaining to the false reports received and executed by Deputy Hammond. And so later I'll be talking to the sheriff on that, and I'm going to call Deputy Hammond and remind him of the case number and ask him to repent, as well as be an acknowledgement that he's next to be lawsuited. So we're working on Maine today, traveling in Massachusetts, and we will be back for another preview, review, and lawsuit to be filed tomorrow in Concord, as well as I will be another motion to amend filing, because you see, I told you every single hour, every second, every minute of every hour of every day that I'm being violated, and especially by the public defender's office, because they haven't even acknowledged emails or respond to voicemails, and I've got copies of all of it. So I've already been in contact with the associates that handle judicial, as well as clerk, as well as attorney misconduct in the state of New Hampshire. So judicial misconduct lady sent me the paperwork. We'll be filling it out. But again, we're working on Maine today, and here you go.
I know it was several years ago, but here's the deal. For several years, he's been out here living under different identities in Camden as well as Rockland. He worked under my cousin's name, police officer in Rockland, Maine, and it's against the FBI, the state of Maine, and many other entities, to include police departments and the Attorney General. And it's all because of the hidden information and the recusal of cases by all of you police departments, you chiefs, you police officers, and everybody involved. I've got all the case information sitting right here in front of me. That's why I called you. So what I'm going to ask you to do, in knowing that I've already called the town administrator, and I have given them a notice with the intent to lawsuit, and let them hear the videos and the recordings when I called you, I'm going to ask you kindly that you go back and you recollect about William Eugene Asher, when you arrested him, and what you're going to do to assist, because he has been and was under false pretenses, been embezzling money, and he was still married to me under a false name, as well as many others in the area.
It's your paperwork. I see where he was arrested.
So, in regards to that arrest, you people would have made a point to take fingerprints and stuff. I know you put him in a mental house for a few days, right? So somebody's got fingerprints that can identify to the probation officer in Brattleboro, Vermont, as well as in Stratford County, New Hampshire Sheriff's Department, and to the town, as well as the county commissioner, that William Eugene Asher's fingerprints from your arrest and his current status working for the government in the state of Maine, as well as an establishment run by the government in the state of New Hampshire, would you kindly reach out to Stratford County, as well as Brattleboro Police Probation Officer, Mr. Mick Daigle, and share your information that you have. Share what you have for information before I lost you, because you've received a lot of email requests.
Thank you for calling Monroe Auto Service. Thank you for waiting. One of our agents will attend to you shortly to book your appointment.
Business hours are Monday through Friday.
Canada office, this is Holly.
Good morning, Holly. I have spoken with the chief of police. I have emailed him several times over the years, and I have contacted him him again this morning in regards to a fugitive and a arrest that he made on my husband many years ago. He looked it up, he identified the case, and he got very snotty about it and cocky. Now, mind you, my husband has already been found to have worked for Rockland, Maine, as a police officer, a guy named Jim, the fugitive, wanted out of the state of Vermont, as well as he lives in Rochester working for the government under false pretenses. Now, I've asked to speak with the town administrator or the town manager, and nobody contacted me back. I've called and I've asked to speak with Board of Selectmen or emails for, and nobody's contacted me back. I have, again, requested this information, so I'm calling this morning to get the name of the upholding attorney for the town of Camden. And with the all due respect, I will be filing a demand letter, 91A request, a FOIA in court, and potential lawsuit against Camden, Maine.
Okay, so what would you like me to do?
I'd like to speak with the town manager or the administrator.
And then she just asked me, now what would you like me to do? I just explained to her in the beginning, and then I told her what happened. And obviously, she's so lost in about what I'm talking about, she doesn't remember me asking her or telling her I want to speak with the town administrator in regards to the emails and the calls and the requests that have just gone MIA. And it has to do with my husband, William Eugene Asher's relationship with the police and the politicians throughout the Queer Association. Oh, known as the LGQB. Okay, I don't give a fuck what they call it, because I'm white Caucasian and they call me a honky. So, queer's queer. LGQB, that's just a fucking 4-letter hate, is what that stands for. So when I just tell you, there's no lawsuits that are being amended August 1st, 2025. Happy day to all of you. Now, please make sure you watch the upcoming video about Seacoast Mental Health and their patients, because my husband, William Eugene Asher, when he was locked up in a fucking woo-woo, okay, it was Seacoast Mental Health. And 2013, I received a call from him, a voicemail, when I was visiting a friend down by Morristown, Pennsylvania. And I still have those witnesses. Now, they're not dead. They're still alive, and they still remember the conversation that we had about that voicemail and how he went from fucking being nice to psycho. And I said, yep, that's my husband, William Eugene Asher. And so, just letting you aware again that Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont, Massachusetts, and throughout, as well as I'm going to be naming and shaming those of you who joined my husband in defaming me, slandering me. I hope all your businesses have great insurance, because some of you, such as a guy named Steve, was on his business profile defaming me. And I already called him out and made him aware that he might as well shut his doors and start counting his fucking pennies, because every one of you that defamed me, slandered me, and caused harm to me, I'm coming after you in civil fucking court lawsuit.